Barbie, I've been so excited to, hello, hi. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, cool. Let's just jump right into it. How did you, first tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
Okay. I work for a company
Okay.
in the payroll department. And also I'm psychic. And I read the tarot cards.
All right.
Yeah. So basically I started like seeing things and hearing things and reading my cards and trying to interpret my cards.
Right.
And then Cobra came to me with just a few questions that I was able to answer. So this has been going on for way too many years.
Right.
And it's like I feel things and I see things. So I get let's say, an extrasensorial things of things where I can gather information or I see things that allow me to provide information to people like you that you want to know things.
Right.
That's pretty much what I do.
That's, okay, I have so many questions. Okay. All right. When did you first learn that you had this gift?
I would say more than 20 years ago.
Yeah. What was your first experience like?
I was able to see things like shapes just passing me by or hearing things.
She sees dead
And then,
that Cobra?
and that is true, yeah.
She sees dead people.
Do you really?
Yeah. I see just like lights or shadows, and I hear like mumbling in my ears.
Did that scare you?
Yeah, but at first, and then I got used to it. So.
Did you have to like educate yourself to learn more about? Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So you realized that you had this gift, and you went forward. You dove into it instead, because I know some people who kind of run away from it. They don't really.
I used to do that at first.
Yeah, because it's terrifying.
My dad is a psychic as well. So.
Oh, it's in the family.
Yeah. So it's either you are born with it, or it's just like a family thing that passes from generation to generation. So my dad's also psychic, and he's been explaining me since I was a little kid that what I was seeing and hearing was normal, and what I could feel is also normal. So I took a step forward and dove into a relationship. Not a relationship. Well, it's a relationship with spirituality, but
Yes, it's true.
also I got into a religion that allows me to develop myself in a more direct way with spirits, if you will.
Oh, what's that? What religion?
So it's an African religion that it's we only have one God and we have 12 different saints, but it's a way of communicating with them in a different way than the Catholic Church, if you will.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Okay. Wow. All right, let's just jump into it because I'm too excited. I need to know. I got some questions.
Okay, absolutely.
Can we do a reading here? Is that okay?
Definitely.
We're doing a reading.
Yeah, we are.
If you want to know about a particular person, you have to know that
Their
person's
name.
name and date of birth too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. we'll just focus on me for now.
Where's the Bing?
Yeah, we'll keep certain said names out of it, except mine.
They will be kept in the dark.
Okay, that's fine. What do you need me to do? Do you just ask a question?
I will just start first with you, like in general terms, how you are doing spiritually and emotionally. And I will need you to divide the cards in two once I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, because I needed to have your energy.
Yes,
in it.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Caprice.
You are very welcome, Barbie. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this for me because I really am I've been looking forward to it. Ask Cobra, when last time he was here, he mentioned you, and I was so stoked. I had to get you in here. I asked Nesta, right,
Yep.
Cobra?
Guy said I got a witch. I got my personal witch.
Okay. He did say that, actually. That's exactly his words.
So split them in two with your left hand.
Oh, left hand. Got it. Okay. Is there a specific reason that it's the left hand?
Yeah, because right one, I would do the right one when it's asking for someone else. So if I were to ask about you, I would do it with my right hand.
Okay. All right. Don't you judge me out there, America, or YouTube, or whatever, or whoever's watching this. This is happening right now.
It is, yes. Well, there are certain things.
Oh. I like things.
Okay, so
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
I was going to ask about that.
You could go as crazy as you want to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's this discretion thing between you and creativity. Like, you're trying, like, to hold back, actually. Or it looks like it. Like, you're trying to be discreet with your creativity with things, or through a creative career, if you will. But also what I'm seeing is that there's some interest from you towards someone else, and there is someone in between, and there's the disinterest in a relationship, to begin a relationship. So, in general terms, this is what I'm seeing right now as how's your situation right now. It's not very accurate, if you will. It's not providing me much information. What I can tell you is that there is a concern about a relationship in your life.
Ooh.
Yes. And there's this patience and you waiting for something to happen.
That's very interesting. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So, Caprice, let's just ask with the question.
Sure.
Sorry.
Oh, so I am the
You
one
need,
has.
yeah, I mean, you just, whatever you want to know, I can ask the cards and you can get your answer.
Let's just jump into it financially. How am I looking?
Okay.
How am I looking? Am I on the right path? Oh yeah, we're just gonna fill in the space with some talking. Nobody likes dead air.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just take some time to.
No, it's okay.
She has to concentrate.
I do.
Oh, so is quiet probably best?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, it
Well.
depends.
Okay.
Okay, so I do see that there's, again, the discretion card here showing me like there's, be careful with your finances. But I also see communications, meaning that there's someone that might be involved in helping you or going through a better financial situation, if you will.
That's interesting.
So there's also a study, because I do understand, or I interpret through these cards, that you just keep analyzing your financial situation and you keep thinking about it and you keep worrying about it. But I do see that there's someone that's willing to give you like the satisfactions card showing me satisfaction in a financial way. So there's someone.
Oh, you're
willing
good.
to help you.
You're good. I'm gonna have to give you one of these. There you go. That's pretty creepy.
Wait.
The fact that before, when you said discretion is involving my creativity and things of that nature, like my whole brand is being invisible. So discretion is something I embrace. Like it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Pretty much.
Invisible.
It's pretty close to, So that's okay.
Keep moving forward and down the tunnel there, Alex.
Yes. Let's keep jumping down a rabbit hole.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so let's go romantically. Let's how am I looking in the field of romance?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, this is all about me. This has nothing to do with Nesta
Sorry, Nesta.
or Cobra right now.
No.
This is all about Barbie and I, and that's it.
There's
This is our moment.
love
That's it.
for me.
That's it. This is exciting. Don't worry about it. Just stick around and see what happens, okay? Jeez, you guys are impatient.
They're gonna be like, I want to know more.
Are you having issues with a relationship right now?
I don't have issues. Unless the cards say I have issues.
Because you're constantly waiting for something. I get the union card. This is the relationship card.
Okay.
However, I do see chaos
Ooh, what?
before that. So
Before?
in a timeline,
Oh.
this
okay.
is like past, present, and this would be future.
Oh, ain't that the truth? Yeah.
So I do see, sorry, the union card along with changes,
Oh.
and I do see them melancholy, and this is pretty much telling me that this is one of your, I wouldn't say main concerns, but this is something that keeps you down. So you're still, however, on a harmonic or a peaceful path, but still waiting for something to happen and to change.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, still waiting for something to change. Now, with these readings, what's the percentage of the accuracy? Like,
Well, it actually depends because I would say it's a 50% reading and it's a 50% on you specifically, you as
Okay.
the person. Of course, I mean, this is not guessing, this is interpreting the cards.
Right.
That is true.
Right.
But it also depends on how you project what you get in the reading. So how you behave towards that and what you do according to the reading.
so even if I'm really excited about getting the reading, is that energy going to throw it off in any way?
No.
No?
No, I mean, I can give you a reading,
Yeah.
and if you change an attitude, or if you change your thought, or if you do something from the human perspective, the reading probably will not make sense to you. Because actions usually speak louder than cards. It's not written in stone.
Right.
Sometimes it is,
Right.
but sometimes it's not.
Right.
So it has to do a lot with you. For example, if I tell you, I don't know, someone is interested in you, and you're interested in that person as well, but then all of a sudden you realize that that person's not for you, then the cards were not wrong, but you changed your own path.
And, okay, I changed my path. Okay.
Free will.
Yeah, it's free.
That's a
Oh,
free
good
will.
one, yeah.
Yes. But,
Uh-huh.
because I know a lot about this shit now,
Okay.
Sure does.
because she's been doing this for me for years.
Oh, okay.
If somebody is destined to be in your life, eventually that person will be in your life,
That is true.
no matter what you do. So you can tell somebody to fuck off today, sorry audience, and tomorrow, 3 years from now, that person can be in your life and you'd be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Right.
it wasn't the time, basically.
Okay.
Dig deeper.
How are you feeling? Are you okay
I'm cool.
to continue? Okay.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right.
Why not?
Okay, good.
You can ask.
Dig,
anything.
dig.
Okay, I want to know if there's anyone that I should worry about in my life.
Question.
Let's
Thank you,
go
Cobra.
there.
I'm your assistant always.
Yeah, but you are.
Quite a witch myself now.
All right, Cobra the Witch.
Yeah. Serpent.
Which is not derogatory, by the way.
No.
Witches and warlocks exist, whether you want to believe in them or not.
Well, everything exists, I think.
Except Bigfoot. I don't believe in Bigfoot.
No, I mean either or Loch Ness.
No, no, get out of here with that.
Yetis.
Yeah.
Leprechauns.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, if there's somebody I should be worried about.
I wouldn't say be worrying about because I don't see the rivalry card. I wouldn't say that you have an enemy. However, I do see the hypocrisy card, meaning that not everyone, especially those who appear to be generous around you, are really true to you.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's Cobra. I know that for sure.
Like, hate
Yeah.
Caprice, I really did.
Can't stand me.
I'm gonna run him over with a
but I-
tug. Next time I see him.
I'm sorry. There you go.
I wouldn't say that you have to worry, just maintain your distance from certain people who pretend to be friends or are not.
Oh, keep my eye open for the snakes. Gotcha. You from the hood? Nah, never mind.
And also, in due time, because I got the patience card, you will know who those people are.
Oh, great. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more personal now.
Of course.
Okay. Okay, so I am self-diagnosed with something, right? And I want to know if it's just all in my head or if it's what I'm experiencing really true.
Okay.
I know it's kind of vague.
I do understand.
Okay,
That's
okay.
okay, I get it.
None of y'all business. Plus, you could just listen to the music. It's all there. But no, y'all wouldn't want to do that, right? Y'all ain't got no patience. It's crazy. I told y'all, this is a very different show today. This show is really for me. Has nothing to do with y'all. Oh, is that one of those moments?
That's
Is that like
one
that okay? Should I be worried about that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad card.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Does that happen often?
Every now and then.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got shivers right now down my spine. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm really nervous about this one.
I'm going to tell you that it's not what you're thinking. However,
Mhm.
I would advise for you to go to the doctor just in case.
Damn it.
It's not what you think. It's not what you self-diagnosed.
Okay.
But just for precautionary measures, just go. I do see the imagination card, meaning that it's not what you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's in my head.
Yeah. And mind you, I saw this equilibrium card in the previous questions,
Yeah.
so that makes me think that your head can also auto-produce certain things to your body.
I knew that.
So be careful with what you think.
I know. That's.
Sorry, but what you think is what you bring. So just don't do it anymore.
Okay, so, well, this doesn't have to be a reading, but, like, what if it's, like, benefiting me?
A health issue benefiting you?
Well, it's not really it's not really a health issue. It's a mental health issue. Not really like a physical one.
Well, then it depends on how your head will limit your condition.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, the head is the core of everything.
Right.
With your head, you will be able to control absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, I'm going to give you my example. I took the COVID shot like 2 weeks ago. No, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, I was telling him, I'm not going to feel anything. And I promise you, I'm telling you, I'm not going to feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Nothing.
tomorrow you're going to be with a headache. You won't be able to get up. You won't be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to feel shit. Sorry.
No, you
I
can
woke
curse
up
it.
the other day
Mhm.
and I felt nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I went out. I went out with a friend. We had a couple of drinks, and everything was fine. It's as if if I had never taken the shot. And it was the first one. So for the second one, I'm expecting the exact same thing. Because
Right.
my mind is going to control how my body reacts to it.
Right.
And I mean, it's a pretty complicated situation, but your mind can change everything.
Like on the way here, I was getting fucking flustered driving. And she's like, don't worry, we're going to get there on time and we're going to find a parking lot really close to the place. And I'm like, no, we're not. It's Friday night. Rest assured, we got here 15 minutes early and parking was right.
Wow. Look at that. You are a very special
So before
individual.
she continues, do you think she's being accurate or?
I think with a lot of things that she said has been quite accurate and very interesting. Some I didn't even realize. Which is gonna cause me to look further into it because it's very interesting. I never received any information like that. I'm kind of not like a control freak, but I like when things are in control. I don't mind a little chaos because I come up with like contingencies to deal with the chaos a lot of the times. But sometimes, I feel like my world is like, I have the answers. And even when some things, happened that I don't have the answers for, I don't panic. I don't panic or anything.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah. But I'm in my head a lot. And it seems as though those cards are telling me that I'm in my head a lot, and that it's very true. I don't know how to stop that though, and I'm so used to it now. Maybe I should ask you: Is it necessary? Am I like? Is it a good thing that I'm always in my head, or is it like is it good or bad? Because I don't see I don't see the downside. I see it sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes, but a lot of the times, being in my own head has saved my life. Or at least I believe it has.
I don't judge you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm like that as well.
Yeah.
I do everything alone. I
Yeah.
talk to myself most of the time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And I even talk to my alter ego. So it's like in my head.
Oh, it's interesting you should say that.
Yeah, it's because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. And
Yeah.
it sounds really funny. You can call it the voice of my conscience, if you will.
Yeah.
But for example, if I go walking down the street and if I feel like there's something that could be a potential threat,
Yeah.
I hear a voice in my head telling me you have to cross the street and turn to the right because you're going to be in danger. And I do. And I mean, I understand. I talk to myself most of the times. As long as it doesn't become a problem with you being a social person,
Oh, yeah. Right.
I mean, does it prevent you from having friends, from hanging out with people?
I'm very picky when it comes to people. You guys are cool though. No.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Well, what's the problem in being picky?
Well, not in the sense of when you're picking your circle. I don't think that's you should pick. You should
Of
have
course.
standards, and
Yeah.
but not on a on a larger scale. I don't.
So I mean, I don't see a real problem.
Right.
If you ask me,
Okay.
and I could have the cards, but from the human perspective, as long as you are a functioning social human being, you're safe.
So do I really need to talk to somebody though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're deep, Barbie. You're deep. You are deep. Okay. I have some more questions.
Of course. Thank you.
Now, recently, I've done some meditations to meet my spirit guide.
Very good.
I'm new to this whole spirituality. I've been seeing a lot of things, encountering a lot of interesting things like numbers, 555s and 444s.
1111.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of that, and I just happened to look at my phone, and it was 555. And I was told that it's a thing. It's a real thing, and I didn't think that I was going crazy or anything. I embrace it, of course, because I do believe in it. So recently, I met one of my spirit guides, and I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was. She basically during the meditation, she had on this like I don't know this. It was really like it looked like it was made of diamond, kind of like covering her face. I know it sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, you smiled at me. So yeah. So she was wearing this thing like it was like made in diamond. So I only saw like this.
So where was she covered? Like
She was covered all here. The only thing I saw was her face, so I can make out like her facial expression. So if she was smiling, I could tell. If she was talking or more serious, I could tell. Things of that nature. She brought me into this beautiful. It was like this cave, right? And it had like these crystals in the walls and a beautiful place, really serene. And I didn't know who she was. Do you think that you can, help me out with that, or
that's
is that
a bit, no? I wouldn't dare to do that. I mean, that's very, very personal. There's no way for me
to know that?
Been
to
to
that
that.
information.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the amount? Because I met 2 spirit guides, and I didn't know that people have more than one.
Well, I have a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in my religion, I do have a lot.
Oh.
So it's like I have the one that governs or that looks after my head and my whole self, and then I have certain spirits who also take care of myself. I have like 6, 7 or something, and the I don't know if it's it will be weird for them.
Yeah.
right?
Just tell them.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
like
go for it.
some of them, it's like they just like possess me.
Yeah. I've seen it.
He's seen it.
She
What?
turns into like some old lady.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
freaked me out.
Okay.
And she speaks Portuguese.
Yeah. She starts speaking Portuguese, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah,
right
because
now.
she's
looking at me
Really?
like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know who you are right now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna come out with it then. So that thing that I was talking about is, I believe the name has changed, but it's dissociation disorder, DID. I think it's called multiple personality disorders. That's what it was called. I think it's changed now. And there's
That's what my boyfriend says I have, mind you.
oh really?
Yeah, I don't.
Now recently, I've been experiencing some lost time,
Okay.
and that's kind of freaking me out a little bit. But you said it's in my head, so maybe it's just in my head.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you notice that you like
Well,
lost track of time?
Well, there was one moment where I was one place. I could it was almost like I was in and out of a dream, sort of a thing is the best way I can describe it. And then next thing I know, I'm in another place and I'm fully aware of that place. So it was like I arrived someplace earlier than I should have, but I know I'm very punctual as a person. So why would I do that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was just a weird moment. Like I do music. A lot of times, different parts of me come out within that music, and these parts have different personalities, different names, different characteristics of me. You know, a lot of times I can't or don't have the courage to do something. I can rely on them a lot of the times to help me do it. And maybe it's just me creating it, but it feels so real. Sometimes like you can even hear the difference in my speech pattern. Like you said, you speak a different language.
Yeah. Well, I know, I know when she is with me. So I like lose like how to put it in words. It's like I don't feel my body anymore.
Right.
And I feel like there's something taking control over me.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that if she wants to burn a cigarette in my mouth,
Yeah.
Seen that.
she usually does that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a proof of power, basically.
So there's harm involved?
No, because I don't feel it, and then I don't remember, and I don't have any marks in my body.
She doesn't.
I don't.
I've seen
And
it.
She's seen it,
She
so
went-
he knows. And she
And
would
I'm
give him
like-
to, yeah.
And then the next minute, I was like, "There's nothing there,"
Really?
and I was like freaking out because I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by this crazy person I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not only me; it's
Who's
all of us. who-
Right.
Yeah.
But it's because she's very in tune with her spirituality. I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why. That's what's happening to you.
When was the first time you experienced that?
Like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. But it was part of a ritual that we were doing all together.
Okay.
So it's when you call the spirits so that they take over you and
Oh.
they get to work for other people. So
Okay.
they come to your body and they just take possession of it, and then you kind of lose track of everything that's going on. You just remember certain specific things. You don't remember time. You don't remember the place that you've been, if it was a different place
Yeah.
where it started, or you don't remember what they said.
Right.
When she talks through my mouth, I don't know what she's saying. And when she goes away, I don't remember. There are certain things that I do remember because she lets me remember. Some others I don't.
Oh, okay. I understand.
It's like she's telling me, like, look, this, you're going to remember it because you need to do this, because you need to protect yourself from a potential threat, then yes, I will remember it. But if, let's just say that she works for someone or she talks with someone and she does like some charity for that person and works for them, I will not remember that. There are certain things that I don't. And some others I do, but because she says or does things for me to acknowledge her, basically. I remember, I would say 5 years ago, she was with me, and someone whom I didn't know just came and asked for her mother, and she asked her, "Is my mom going to be okay?" And what she said, what my spirit said, was she needs to go to the doctor immediately, and she needs to look for a second opinion. And in my head, I was hearing her, and she was telling me that that lady who was very sick, and I knew later on, she's going to be with me soon because she was going to be dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then when the spirit just went away, this lady came to me and told me, thank you so much for your spirit talking to me because my mom has cancer.
Whoa.
So that was like a complete shock for me. And I was said, okay, now I do know what I have, and I do know that they're real.
Right.
So she
Yeah,
was
she
right.
can look at people and be like, you know, sometimes she gets the chills and be like, I don't want to say anything, but that person's going to pass away. Like, stuff like that, like weird. Like, she can see visions.
You can tell me if it's going
You're
down.
cool. Don't worry about it. You're cool.
When I run you over with a tug.
With the tongue.
No, you're cool.
Do I have to watch out for cobras in my future?
But you can, like, if you want, you can hit her up and have, like, a personal thing. Like,
Oh, I
like,
definitely
if you want to go really in
will.
depth. I just
Yeah.
wanted you to see if you feel like she's, you know, she's...
Oh, yeah. I never
Just
doubt
to the
it.
test. I'm cool.
No, I know.
Some people
Yeah.
have skeptical. I'm a skeptic.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this crap, and now
Yeah.
I do now.
That actually brings me to my next question because I did want to talk about skeptics. Because, you know, micro expressions are a thing. You could be really good at reading it. You could be just really in tune with energy and, you know, responses and things of that nature. It was hard. Like, I tried to not respond when you were saying certain things, but it's very difficult because, like, when you... I know you're just reading the cards. You're not,
Right.
you know, so... and it could just be my brain equating the things that you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just being a skeptic here.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
But yeah,
And there's a lot of people who try to find the logic in it.
yeah,
Honestly,
you can't, right?
I can't logically explain certain things. Like, for example, last week I had a friend who I told her to put like a cup of water with 7 spoons of honey. And I told her, in less than a week, you will see that there's certain fungus creating on top of it. Logically, it doesn't really make any sense because honey doesn't get wasted. It's the only thing that you can consume that it will not come to waste. It can last thousands of years. I mean, I have a bottle of honey at his place from 2019, and it's perfect. And she called me and she said, you were right. I do see that thing on top. I need to find the logic. But how can you explain? No, I can't. I mean, it's what I made you do is capturing all the bad energy in your place, and it's just converting it into something disgusting so that you can later throw it away.
It's cleaning her.
It's like cleaning all the space. Physically or chemically, it doesn't have any explanation because the honey is at the very bottom of the bowl, and at the top is the water, so it shouldn't get rotten.
Right.
It doesn't really make sense.
That is.
She cleansed me the other day.
I did.
Straight up. I was a nervous wreck. I've been a nervous wreck for the
Pain
past
in
couple
the
of months.
ass.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Angry, volatile, and she did something to me, which I can't tell because it's all her
Right.
rituals and stuff, but I feel like calmer. Like today, without that cleansing, I probably would have got out of the car and started kicking people. Kick.
This is you calm?
Well, no.
Yeah, you don't know him upset.
Oh, you don't know
Yeah.
me when I'm mad.
No.
Okay.
I've seen him kick walls,
Oh, wow. Okay.
kick doors.
Hi. Kickboxer.
Yeah, and he will kick and punch and yell
Right.
and break everything
Right.
in his way. So
Yes.
yeah, no, this is him very, very peaceful.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Barbie, I still have more questions. We're good on time. Yeah, we're good
Yeah,
on
we're
time.
good
Yeah, okay. Please help me and tell me what is in my house.
Oh shit.
That's right. We're going deep here, ladies and gentlemen. Deep diving.
I'm not going to his house if there's anything there.
Come on, all in my head too. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What? Why'd your eyebrows just do that?
She does that a lot.
Oh, my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
When she sees something that's like worth saying,
Yeah. Well, I was just asking if there's some bad energy or something. I wouldn't say witchcraft, if you will, but there is something that has certain negative connotation, if you will, or that's bothering you from the spiritual perspective. And I wouldn't be surprised that certain things that you feel at night, or certain sense of being uncomfortable and not feeling okay, or feeling sad out of the blue, or feeling even confused, would be because of this.
Now, are those feelings only within the house?
Well, it's not necessarily within the house all the time. I mean,
Okay.
there's certain things that can follow you.
Yeah,
We were
don't I
just
know it?
kidding the other night because something flew over, was it? Or we heard something, and I was just telling them, "Oh, okay, it's my mom. She came to visit."
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like, why is she here? She's supposed to be in Argentina.
Yeah, no.
She passed away, and sometimes like her Carmen, which is one of like a
She helps me at home
helps her
to clean the
and
house.
cook and stuff.
Right.
She freaked out one day. She was like, I saw your mom in the chair. Boom, ran out of the room.
And she came crying to me. It was
Like crying.
Barbie, your mom's sitting over there by the computer,
That is.
and
Yeah.
I cannot go back to the dining room because she's there. And I was like, Carmen, are you really serious right now? It's like, I'm used to this. I'm used to seeing things fly. I'm used to seeing things
TV's full.
TV's full, chairs full. I don't know. Every now and then, some forks and knives would fly. So I'm used to it. It's like, yeah, it's mom, just don't bother that much. That's it. So, I mean, these things can actually follow you if you ask.
I do believe that. I do believe that.
Yeah, they do.
Now, I've felt this, whatever this is. I've had some incidences of it. Heard noises creaking down the hallways. I've also heard pots being shuffled.
Yeah.
But I've always taken it as, hey, don't worry, I'm around. Because I know that it comes and goes. Well, it feels like it comes and goes.
Yeah, well, you have to evaluate certain things.
Yeah.
Depending, we can analyze whether it's a good or bad spirit,
Yeah.
depending on temperature of the environment.
Yeah.
If you feel some weird smell, if you feel like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
if it's a very, very bad smell, then it's bad.
Yeah.
Right.
If you feel cold, it's bad.
Yeah.
If you feel like heat or warm, it's good. And if you feel like scent of roses or flowers or perfume, that's really good company.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was good. Like I don't have any. There's nothing malicious. I'm sure.
Okay, good.
Because I don't feel that.
Okay.
You're the expert, of course. I'm just
No,
know.
I'm not saying there is something bad.
Yeah.
It could be a presence, true. Not necessarily bad, and probably it's just trying to show that it's there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Several times it tried to make me aware of what was going on, but I got it. I got it
Good.
loud and clear. And it also can get very jealous sometimes. Is that a normal thing?
When is a girl over?
Sometimes if there's like a female around, or if for instance I have a friend who we were playing video games one day. We had a bunch of us come over and was just playing video games, and he got up, this friend of mine got up, kept getting up to get a cigarette break on, but he was breaking the feng shui of the game. Now we all have to kind of wait, and so I was getting really kind of upset about that. And my door, like he tried to open the door to get out one time, and it didn't open. It would not open for him.
Yeah.
And when he, told me about it, I just got up and opened the door, no problem. So I didn't struggle, but he did. So I equated that to, okay, so this is something that's like,
Well, probably you have a jealous spirit in your house.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, it happened to me one time.
yeah,
I have a couple of things at home, and they're behind, like my.
Temple.
Yeah, no, it's not a temple, but yeah, well, in a locker, and it's like you can just open the door by sliding it, right? And there was someone who tried to open that door. It was open. It was not locked, and he couldn't move it. Like he grabbed it and he couldn't move it to the side. When I noticed about this, I came in and I said, "What are you doing?" And he told me, "I'm trying to see what you have behind the door." And I told them, I'm sorry. If you want to see, what you're going to have to do is just first step aside, take off your shoes, and I'm going to open the door. I just did like this.
And it worked?
And the door just opened.
Oh, whoa. All right.
I saw him struggling. I swear. He knows for sure that I'm not lying. So
Right.
he's been there. So, yeah. There's certain things that we cannot explain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is, and we need to accept that. Certain things don't have logic. I don't pretend them to have a logic. I'm not going all mystic anyway, because I know that certain things do have an explanation, but not everything.
Right.
So, how can you possibly explain that I can turn off my cigarettes with my fingers and not get burned?
I can't.
No one can.
Yeah, it's weird. How do you explain that somebody tells you to shove your song up your ass?
Let's stop. Are we good on time? Okay.
I don't know. Can you explain that?
We're going to get to you in a second, bro.
I have a fun time.
I thought you had a calming session
She
over
has
there.
to do it again.
Clearly.
There's a lot of
Does it wear off? Is that a thing?
Well, you have to do it, right? You have to do it depending on
you.
what's inside of you,
Yeah.
what negativity you have in your body. You have to do it repeatedly.
Me at least, I need to get one once a month at least.
Okay.
But you can't have sex. You can't eat meat. You can't do.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
When you do it, you can't have sex for like 2 days.
No, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Me,
okay,
I'm
I saw
kind.
that.
Or
I give you 24
eat,
hours.
or drink
Eat,
water.
Or drink water.
You have to
drink water.
You have to drink water, okay.
No,
you don't.
Don't drink
can't.
water.
No, you just soda or juice
Yeah.
or coffee or tea or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Not water. And not meat, and no drugs, and no sex, and no
Yeah.
alcohol.
What's the do you care to explain the reason behind the no water?
Because
Water holds.
No, because we use water with the cleansing. So
Yeah.
you cannot eat or drink anything that we use. So you cannot eat meat because I'll pass like a
Right.
piece of beef
Right.
through your entire butt.
Right,
So,
right.
and you cannot drink alcohol or drugs or sex because it's like a moment for you to be at ease with your inner self. So there's nothing that can be mundane or human or an addiction or anything that can be prejudicial for your health can intervene after the cleansing. So there are certain things. It's like when you do a spiritual retirement, you need to eat healthy, you need to take care of yourself. Well, this is pretty much the same. Just 24 hours.
Okay.
So some people give you 3 days.
Right.
I'm not that harsh, if you will.
That is
but-
pretty harsh. 3 days.
She's done a lot of people
Yeah.
recently.
Want to rephrase that, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. She's only been here for a week, so I don't know. If she's done but she's done a lot of spiritual cleansing in the past couple of
True.
months.
Well,
past couple.
you're telling me that 3 days is a lot. I've been like that for
I don't even want to talk about that.
52 days.
I'm saying like no water, no meat. Like it gets. I like water. I happen to like
Yeah.
water.
Well,
Thanks,
Kind of like a
Nesta,
sacrifice
for the
you
water.
have to make.
Shout out to
Thank
you.
you for the water.
thank you for the water.
Thank you.
Well, it depends on the person who does a cleansing, right?
Oh, okay.
But I try to be not that harsh. There are certain limitations. Me, for example, I had to be within certain limits for
Right.
52 days.
Days.
Yeah, no years, no days. So it was 52 days with no alcohol, no sex, no drugs whatsoever, and not going out on the street at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. Certain limitations for 52 days.
How'd you feel after?
Like
She
shit.
drank everything. She got fucked up, drank, had sex with 20 million people.
No, it was after a very, very important ritual that we did back in 2015, and it was when I got my religious hierarchy. So I had to have like 52 days of doing all the right things. But it was done by the wrong hand and by the wrong person and with the wrong energy.
I have a question, Caprice.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of someone that you would want to know about without showing the camera, and she can actually look at a picture and be like, wow, this person's fucked up, this person's great, this person's bad for you. Because
Really?
she can do stuff like that.
Is that a thing?
That's true.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Look for a picture, and don't let it be Mickey Mouse or anything like that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, Caprice, I'm kicking your ass, and I'm the spirit at your house.
That's actually
Fucking Minnie in the cellar.
Oh my God.
You do voices?
I
Yeah.
don't know, do I?
God.
I'm
Okay.
fucking Minnie.
Here's a picture right here. There's a
I'm
photo.
not. The camera can't see it, so
Yeah, that's why.
Mind
my
your
glasses off.
business. Mind your business.
I'm not gonna look.
You can look.
Thank
It's
you.
okay.
Now, what do you want to know about that person?
Everything.
Well, she's hiding a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And she has like this childish, like, person style.
Oh,
like,
you're so. Yo, you.
Told you.
it's like
I don't talk shit.
she is like innocent, but she's not. Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
So magical with it.
She's a witch.
It's like she's
Yeah.
scared to trust people.
I'm gonna need a session for real.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anytime.
Just follow each other on Instagram.
I will.
Yeah. She's very scared to trust people. And she feels lonely, but at the same time, she cannot overcome the fear of getting in touch with other people. And then she is like childish, and there's a lot in between, plus pain. So it's not a really good combination, to be honest with you. It's
What does that mean?
like
Oh, like.
pain and being childhood. Being childish is
Yeah.
like, how can you get over pain if you don't have a grown-up mentality or a perspective? So it's a bit complicated. So it's that and the lack of trust altogether.
She has a lack of trust.
She has an issue trusting or confiding in other people.
That is. Yo, you.
You talking about me? Is that what you said the last time?
You did it.
I remember from the last time.
He's talking about me. I am talking about
You're gonna
you.
get a text later.
Oh, I'm definitely getting a text.
You're talking about me.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So recently, I have been in manifestation, trying to manifest things, learning about that, speaking things into existence. My baby brother told me to, write some things down, repeat it to myself, really believe it, and laws of attraction sort of a thing. Recently, the world has been on fire, and I have been trying to manifest my own planet. I'm not even kidding. I wrote it down. I wrote down the specifics of it, all of that. Where are we on the timeline with that?
I would like to read that,
Okay.
please.
I will find it for you. Cobra Stall.
Well, Jack and Jill went up the hill to catch COVID, and they fucking got the vaccine, and they all fell down.
Oh, well.
Everything is romper room.
Oh, that's.
But the news today,
Keep stalling.
2021,
You're doing
somebody
great.
told me to shove my song up my
Up your
ass.
ass.
Oh.
And yeah, we're
How'd you
gonna talk
feel? How'd you feel about that when that happened?
it hurt because things going up your ass hurts. So imagine a whole entire song going up your ass.
Right.
Especially a long song. It's about 4
I
minutes.
thought about
It's
that
a
too.
long 4 minute
It's a long
song.
song.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, I'm
as
still
far
searching for it. Go ahead.
As far as the weather, it was pretty nice today. The drive here was a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But I'm happy that my witch is here from Argentina after 2 months and a half of trying to get her here.
Oh my God, it was insane.
Yeah, she couldn't get on her flights, and they kept on canceling her flights, so that's why we couldn't have her here earlier. And fuck.
Oh, you don't have to stall anymore. I'm just
okay,
listening to your story. Oh. Okay. Here's my planet. Don't you take it, people. It's organic in nature. The first of its kind, really. It lives. Okay? It is 100% conscious of and is self-sustaining. Okay? The air is the cleanest oxygen that you will ever experience, provided by beautiful plant life. All assorted colors from magenta to Caribbean blues. taken right out of the science fiction novel. The weather stays within the 70s, but due to my natural connection to the planet, that can change depending on how I'm feeling. There are wildlife on my planet, predators and prey, which is necessary for the ecosystem, but never will a predator attack me or my guests. My planet also rains little flecks of diamond, because why not? In a wondrous display of a shimmering storm. Beautiful, isn't it? The energy of the planet is immediately felt. A powerful presence of calm will invigorate your mind, body, and soul. Rich in nutrients, the food helps regulate your temple. My planet's water has unheard of healing properties that cures everything. That's pretty much it.
That's deep.
Yeah,
It
I really
is.
gave it some thought because I went off this rock because it's just crazy.
Yeah, I'll be the one going there too.
Oh yeah, definitely. You guys are totally invited.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well,
That's
you
you
are
too.
your own planet. You and your space are your own planet. Haven't you
that's-
noticed?
You are hitting deep. You are hitting deep.
Because you're showing or you're describing what you want to be and how you want to be and where you want to be in. So this is a projection of you and your place.
What?
Yeah.
She's a witch.
It's a projection of me?
Clearly. I mean, it's your space.
Yeah.
It's a projection of what you think of you and what you want to be and your personal space.
That makes a lot of
Like-
sense, actually.
Can I
So
say
it-
something?
Yeah.
You know how you said you pick people who you want to be around?
Yes.
That's why kind of you said that my people.
Are allowed to be
Allowed to
there
be
and
there.
no one can attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I want to keep my people safe.
Right.
Just the people that you pick.
Yeah, only the people that I pick.
Well, but you want to keep them safe.
Absolutely.
So then you are the
Oh my gosh, the planet is me.
Yes.
You are your own planet.
You're Unicron.
Transformers reference.
Yes. Just don't eat at the other planets. please. Leave them alone.
Wow, I never really
Did you
thought
write
of
that
it
into
that
a
way.
song?
What?
Are you writing that into a song or?
No, this was something that I felt really passionate about. One day I just woke up after just consuming nothing but news and just terrible
Negativity.
things that's just happening. Yeah, I just took it all in. And I'm just like, I'm not really a people person, despite what the cameras may show or whatever the case is. I like to stay secluded into myself, and sometimes I have to fight myself to come outside.
I understand.
Yeah, to have a social life even, because I can not like exist, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? In my own little world.
Yeah.
And people don't hear from me. And
So what she said about the creativity in the reading is kind of like true when
it is absolutely true.
you kind of like don't show it.
It's
Just-
absolutely true. I suck at letting people know that things are happening in my life.
Wow.
Even when they're good. I don't like to move that way. I don't believe in social media like that.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I only just use it for a platform to just, put the word
Well,
out
but
there.
that's why I got the discretion card so many times and
Yeah.
throughout so many questions.
I'm very discreet.
Because it's discretion and it's you like, what are you hiding from?
Hiding?
Yeah.
Oh, the world.
Why?
Because I don't
They will not hurt you. If
I'm not afraid of the world hurting me. I'm afraid of me hurting the world. That's what I'm afraid
I
of.
don't think you're capable of that.
Well, that's good for the ops. Thanks for could have played that off a little bit.
Unless he becomes Unicron and he destroys the worlds.
Of course, I don't. Oh, getting crazy hands. I don't want to cause any harm. Obviously, I don't want to do that. But I also don't want to. I don't have a desire to be out there like that in the world, or a need. Like, what's the reason?
Like sharing with people that you
Yeah.
care about.
Yeah, I do that.
But inside.
I pick and choose. So
Okay.
it's yeah.
Well, that's not bad as
Yeah.
long as you get to have a social life.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough. You are your own universe.
Barbie, please.
Caprice Con.
Okay. All right. I got the crazy hand. So please, Barbie, tell the people where they can find you, where they can get a session, or if
Okay,
you
I can give you my cell phone number, and they can send me a WhatsApp message.
Well, yeah. Well, let's not do that on camera.
We don't want to do that. We get crazy people.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbie, I'm waiting for you down the block.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
or like let
just
them
your
know your
Instagram.
Message on Instagram, that should be fine.
What, say it again.
A message on Instagram,
Yeah.
which is Barbie,
Okay.
BARBIE .NETO. That's me.
Neto.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's net, the opposite of gross.
Oh, look at. All right. I'm just gonna close that out with the good old. There you go. And this has been a very special episode of Face to Face.